Maths. Today we will start a new chapter, that is statistics. Again the statistics, you did it in class 8th also and class 9th also. We'll start with an example. Suppose this is given as marks of the class 8th mathematics marks. You can see the highest mark, it is 97, and the lowest mark, it is 7. The difference between highest mark and lowest mark is known as range. So 97 minus 7 is equal to 90. It is known as range. In class 8th and 9th, the questions were on raw data. Now in class 10, the questions will be on group data. Now you can ask what is raw data and what is group data. When the data is presented in this form, that means individual marks of the student are given, this is nothing but your raw data or ungrouped data. Now the same data, it is converted in this form, then it is known as group data. How it is converted? You can see this is the marks out of 100. Since the minimum mark it is 7 and maximum it is 97, we can take the interval as 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and 80 to 100. This is known as class interval. Well, and we can see there is only one student who is getting 7 marks, which is below 20. So under the category of 0 to 20, there is only one student. How many students are getting marks between 20 to 40? There are 3 students who are getting marks between 20 to 40. Similarly, between 40 to 60, how many students are there? There are 5 students. And same as for 80 to 100, there are 7 students. There are 7 students in the class who are getting marks in between 80 to 100. Well, there are few terms before starting the chapter we should be very clear, though already you did it in the 9th and 8th, but still we will revise it. The numbers written here is nothing but lower limit. So if somebody asks you in 40 to 60 what is lower limit? Lower limit is 40. In 80 to 100 what is lower limit? Lower limit is 80. छोटे वाला number जो होगा, कम वाला number, that is known as lower limit. Similarly, between 20 to 40, what is the lower limit? 20 is the lower limit. This 20, this 40, this 60, 80, 100 is known as upper limit. So if someone asks you what is the upper limit of 60 to 80, 80 is the upper limit. Between 20 to 40, what is upper limit? 40 is the upper limit. Well, now come on class size. This is one of the important things because in every formula of mean, median, mode, we require class size. The difference of upper limit and lower limit is known as class size. What is upper limit? 40. What is lower limit? 20. So the class size will be 40 minus 20 is equal to 20. Similarly, you can check for 60 to 80 also. What is upper limit? 80. What is lower limit? 60. Difference of these two is class size. So 80 minus 60, it is nothing but class size and denoted by H. So keep in the mind, H is class size, and what is class size? Difference of upper limit and lower limit. Now the next term, it is class mark. What is class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit upon 2. 0 plus 20 upon 2, that is 10. If someone asks you what is the class mark of 20 to 40, add lower limit and upper limit. What is 20 plus 40? 60. Divided by 2, will be 30. Here class mark of 40 to 60, 40 plus 60 upon 2, that is 50. Similarly, 60 plus 80 upon 2, that is 70, and 80 plus 100 upon 2, that is 90. Now see, this is 10, 30, 50, 70 and 90. The class size, it was 20. So you can see the difference between the class here, class mark, it is also of 20. If you add 20 here, you get 30. If you add 20 here, you get 50. If you add 20 here, you get 70. And similarly, adding 20 here, you get 90. So if you have calculated the first one correctly, by adding class size, you can get the rest of the class mark. Fine. Today, we'll just discuss only mode. This mean, mode and median comes under the category of measure of central tendency. So there are three measures of central tendency: mean, mode and median. All these we have calculated in class 9, but that was only for raw data, when the data was not grouped. Here we will be solving the questions for group data. Because the mode is the easiest one, we'll start our question with the mode. Now, come on the first question. Before explaining you the formula for the mode, I'll just explain you the terms used in mode, that is F0, F1, F2. Now question is, what is F1, what is F0 and what is F2? This is the class interval and this is the frequency. To find the modal class, we'll check what is the highest frequency. So the first step to find mode of the data, check what is highest frequency. In between 3, 26, 15, 19 and 21, we can see 50 is the highest frequency. So against 50, write down F1. Keep in the mind, highest frequency is 50. So against 50, write down F1. And just above it, write down F0. And just below it, write down F2. And after writing it, check it. F0, F1, F2 should be written. That is 0, 1, 2. Well, so highest frequency is F1. Above it, it is F0. And below it, it is F2. For the second question, let us practice for the same thing. This is class interval. This is frequency. Now between this, what is the highest frequency? 70. So against 70, write down F1. Above it, write down F0. Below it, write down F2. And do not forget to check it 0, 1, 2. Well, it means it's correct. Similarly, for the question number 3, check which is the highest frequency. Highest frequency is 60. So, write down F1 here. Write down F1, not F0. F1. Above it, F0 and below it, F2. I hope you are clear up to this point.